A whole bunch of clown shit's been going on. Trump and them had some sort of ordeal the other day, but who even cares about that, bro? Who cares about mainstream stuff, bro? Let's go ahead and get a round of applause for like all the alternative, rebellious, conspiratorial type who just looks at the mainstream narrative in the mainstream version of the world and just goes, dude, pretty fucking lame, bro. You know what I'm saying? And let's go ahead and laugh. Let's just laugh at like all the moments, bro. People who believe in like normal shit still. It's actually so good that like right now in 2026 with like all the new internet terms that exist, we got terms like NPC. You can say stuff like that and people will get a general understanding of what you're talking about. We're talking about a normie, bro. A normal ass nigga who just believes just the normal narrative that's produced by the mainstream media and like academic institutions. Let's laugh at these people. Are you retarded, bro? In this world, you trust the fucking government. In your mind, you really go, hey, yeah, the government is totally honest with us, transparent. They have our best interests at heart. They're a bunch of modest heroes. Alright, shut up. They're a bunch of modest, stand-up individuals. Are you out of your mind? The positions of power in our world are filled with parasitic entities, bro. I mean, that's just obvious, if you gotta explain that to somebody. Oh, shit, dude. Fuck. Gay. Bro, I was just sitting here talking to this I was just sitting here talking to the camera for like literally like 10 minutes and the shit wasn't even recording, bro. What a waste of time, bro. I'm not even going in and like re-editing that. We just gonna redo the intro, man. Welcome back, bro. Welcome back, everybody. Come in, just redo that shit off the top of the head. You feel me? That was crazy and lame, but fuck it. We're here, like I said, top of the new year, first video of the year. See, a nigga like me. Yeah, your keys over there. Be careful, love you. Yeah, a nigga like me, for you know what I'm saying. We starting off. Y'all think, oh, it's the late new year. No, we not on that timeline, bro. We not on that time, bro. We are on the new year is now harmonized with nature. I'm like a budding flower right now, bro. I'm like going through I was a seed 2 years ago, a year ago, planted in the dirt. I was in the darkness. I was alone. You feel me? I was solo, but I had to grow. I've been growing, and now I'm a sprouting. I'm a sprouting not a dandelion. I'm a sprouting rose. I was trying to think of a non-pussy flower, but you cannot compare yourself to a flower without sounding like a bitch, bro. But hey, man, you get the analogy, bro. We're growing, we're turning into something new. We coming out the dirt, bro. We ain't even finished transforming yet. This not even my final form. I feel like Frieza on phone them, bro. Hope y'all experiencing the same thing, man. You know what? I am choosing to live a beautiful life, bro. You feel me? That's an inner choice, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's not given to you, bro. Everybody, they go, oh, I want to get rich. They think it's some sort of dollar amount, bro. Really, wealth and being rich is an internal feeling, bro. You get what I'm saying, fool? Now, it does have a financial expression. You get what I'm saying? But how about this? You'll never get money while you have a poor mind state. While you're always thinking, oh, I gotta penny pinch this. You really just gotta tap in. I give it to God and everything I need is just gonna show up somehow, folks. You gotta subtract. See, they want you to have this left brain linear plan with everything. Life don't even goddamn work like that. You can have a plan, but shit is gonna go left, gonna go right. Something gonna go wrong. Not according to plan eventually, bro. You get what I'm saying? You got to be able to anticipate for that and kind of go with the flow and roll with the punches, gang. You feel me? The whole left brain stuff prevents you from tapping into your right brain, which is creativity, random synchronicity occurrences, where you just believe that, hey, I was born, I was given life. I don't remember when I decided to be conceived, so life was given to me. I just have this idea that life has already been prepared for me, and I'm here to experience, bro. And everything that I need will be provided for me somehow. Maybe I don't have the understanding as to how I'ma get it, but I'ma always get it per usual. You feel me? That's how I'm coming, bro. That's how everybody gotta come for. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, bro, we just living by numbers. Look at how, look at the if a motherfucker from like 1920 heard how much we paying for gas right now, they'll be like, y'all out of y'all mind, folks. Y'all should have had a war and been revolted. But see, we still paying this shit because the number doesn't matter. You feel me? What's the difference between $12 and fucking $50, bro? Some lines, really. Some digital lines, bro. That's really the difference, gang. On phone them. But yeah, that's how we coming, man. So, you know what I'm saying? Round of applause for wealth and abundance of the mind, bro. We moving like the birds in the tree. When I was in St. Lucia, I was talking to one of the Rastas on the beach. Shout out to all the Rastas, the spiritual men of God out here on the planet. You feel me? And he was basically busting down to me. First of all, this man told me it's aliens in it, because he sit on the beach all day. You know what I'm saying? Under a tree and look at the ocean, bro, and sell people weed. This is his thing. He was telling me it's aliens in the ocean. They live in all type of underground caverns, and they protect the earth, bro. And he was saying that it's a spiritual reason why black people ain't doing all this industrial, like everybody's, oh, y'all behind, y'all don't manufacture nothing. And yeah, we don't have industrial plants. We don't create all these chemicals and destroy the earth. We are made to love, live together, and harmonize with all the different beings of the planet and live in nature, bro. In all different shapes, form, and fashion. Not just out there with a stick. You know what I'm saying? But we can get down like that if we can. Why ain't there no white people in it? I ain't even trying to go there this video, but that's what the Rasta man was breaking down to me. And I was like, you know what? That's some deep shit, bro. And you right on time with a divine message right there, bro. On phone them. But yeah, bro. So, I don't even know what I'm talking about at this point. I'm just running off at the mouth, fo. But you get the vibes, though, bro. You gotta choose a good life, I guess, is what I was originally saying, bro. So yeah, let's all get on that time info. Even for the other awakened dreamers, bro, there's a very nihilistic, there's all type of mentalities that you can acquire once you awaken to the nature of reality. And one that a lot of people like to gravitate to mainly is the whole nihilism. We're trapped in this world with these demons. Yes, that's true. You feel me? But the whole goal is for us to realize that we're above all this shit. You feel me? So tap into that frequency, bro. Realize that, yes, there's a bunch of NPCs out here that don't know shit. You're not one of them. Hopefully. I'm not. God damn it. Drop a bomb for that. Drop a bomb for that, bro. Drop a bomb for the creator, making us different and making us immune to this infection of conformity, of this like identityless blob that they're trying to create out of humans. Remember a couple years ago when everybody had personality? Well, not everybody, bro. Actually, no, it was kind of always fucked up. Not for me though. On phone them. But yeah. I'm just rambling at this point, just being funny. It's not really much to talk about. It's not much happening, which is good. I enjoy the downtime, knowing how fucking strange and, non-human this reality can get, bro. So let's enjoy it being boring and quiet. Bro. The peace. you know. Other than them trying to like accelerate us to this World War III reality, every day we gotta wake up to this shit, you know. But honestly, I'm on the frequency of I'm on the frequency of like the whole timeline jumping, mind over matter. We can literally phase these people out of reality if we just tune into another reality. I'm a fan of that idea, you know. So let's just be as positive as possible. Speak happiness, love your family. You feel me? And don't participate in none of this manufactured division. You feel me? Because everything that we looking at is manufactured, bro. There is no resource shortage, bro. You feel me? They're trying to create one. It's obvious. So they can get you to bend at the knee. But guess what, y'all? If you're not afraid to die, what can they really do to you? You feel me? All this is fun. The cameras, painting, life is, I love life and living, but life is beyond this physical, mundane reality. And if I gotta live here with you demons under this, I don't even know what y'all trying to set up. Am I really taking an L if I'm not existing physically anymore? And I don't fear anything because I feel like everything is on divine timing, bro. You know, a lot of people don't believe in God or the divine once they get woke. I do. I believe in a creator, and I believe we're all connected to the creator. We're all different reflections of the creator. We're all above really all of these paradigms that we think are afflicting us, because when you really look at it, we're really just allowing this to happen. I don't know what the soul is getting out of this. People say, hey, why does evil exist? But when you really understand duality, evil kind of does have to exist. There's no way around it. There would be no way to define good, peace, division without evil, chaos, you know, disharmony. You know, there's no way to define that with the human psyche unless you have something to compare it to. Once good exists, you automatically create a evil equivalent of that. It's just the way this universe works. And once we I don't know, achieve balance, hopefully we can go beyond these two concepts and just whatever. You get what I'm saying? For yeah. Because you ever do just sit around and say, why the fuck am I dealing with half of this, bro? Yeah. Why am I on the planet with these maniacs? Why can't I just live my life? I don't ever really feel sorry for myself about this shit. But then again, I realized I can. That's what I'm going to do. See, for a while, I wasn't buying clothes. I wasn't going out. Because I just thought all that shit was like, you know, once you become spiritual, people give you this idea that like, you know, basically living an earth life is fucking just like stupid and like pointless. You know, that's dumb. You know, live life, experience this realm that we live inside of. You know, be positive, have hope. You know, don't let your negative experiences encapsulate your entire experience on earth, bro. There's definitely good out there to experience. Have you ever seen a sunset, bro? Amazing. You don't gotta factor in no Gnosticism, no archons, no energy vampire, no none of that, my boy. You can just look at the sunset and appreciate the beauty of that. Not even the sunset, just the trees and all that shit. Look at some nature. Hang out with your little cousin, bro. Call your grandma. There are actual things in your life that could be a good, positive experience if you seek them out. You feel me? But if you define everything by the negative, that's all you're gonna get, bro. Boomers do that shit all the time. Boomers are some. First of all, boomer is a fucking hilarious word, bro. Let's just laugh at that shit real quick. Hold on, man. Boomer. Calling somebody a boomer is hilarious. You just look at your boomer parents, bro. They just be looking all just goofy and just like they're all just goofy to the world. You know, they believe in voting. It's like, dude, these people look at you like you're garbage, and they think that like it's pretty funny. You know, they think that they're gonna go vote for a better life in this world. It's kind of just like a very innocent, childlike view of everything. They like half of them still believe in college. They'll tell you to go to college still. You know? Shout out to the boomers though, bro. They're not totally evil, bro. They get a lot of shit on the internet. Everybody always talking about the last generation. Like if you didn't have a chance to fuck it up, you wouldn't do it too like you're doing now, bro. You drank the Capri Sun. How come when you was a kid you was no, let me not drink the Capri Sun? No, you never did that. Alright? So chill out, gang. Get off your high horse, young whippersnapper, bro. You would have fucked it up if you had the life they did too, nigga. If you had coke in the music they had, bro, you will be on the same timing, bro. On phone them. You know, have some slack for the boomers, bro. But yeah, I don't even know why I started talking about that shit. Oh yeah, but they'll just totally like tell you like, yeah, bro, normalcy is like the way, you know. Think about the dynamics of this planet. The average boomer will tell you, work hard to live a life you don't want to live. That's fucking crazy, bro. You know, there's nothing wrong with being a normie, you know? Real talk, I don't think any of us would have had a problem with being normies, bro. You know? I would have loved to be a normie. Just get a house and live the normal life, bro. But it's just all clearly an illusion. I would love to enjoy a bag of Doritos. But I know it's poison. You know? I would love to just, you know, immerse myself in the American dream. I'm still trying to. You feel me? I don't know why. I guess it's hope. Humans have too much hope. Which I ain't never giving up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because when we are looking at the world in the future, you know, if you go by what you physically see in the data that you can get from like the news, the economic reports, and kind of just interacting with other people out there, you start to get a very nihilistic, it's not looking good. But honestly, I have an internal feeling that everything will work out in the end. Because this is greater, whatever's happening is greater than your individual life. But you only have control over your individual life. You know? You gotta have a balance of those kind of perspectives. Y'all get what the fuck I'm saying, bro. I'm getting long-winded, bro. I'm getting long-winded, bro. You feel me? I ain't even really talking about shit either. But I'm just trying to motivate and uplift people, fuck. You know? Even though I know nobody gives a fuck about... Let me not say that, actually. Because there's people out there who want this type of content. But not many people are making it, fuck. I be looking for just a video of a dude just being funny. Saying good stuff. But I can't find that shit. So I'm gonna make it myself. Everybody want to talk about all these mundane, earthly affairs, bro. Who, you know, which I'm down with it. We can talk about mundane shit. I'm here with y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm in this world with you. But don't be of the world, gang. We can talk about Megan Thee Stallion and Klay Thompson breaking up. I'm with that. But I know it's fucking stupid. Who cares? I don't really care about it. You know, I don't know these people. You know, and you kind of have psychotic issues if you base your personal life off stuff you see on the internet. Okay? But Also, what the fuck did you expect with this relationship? Did you think that they were gonna get married and play house? Hmm? Did you think that they were gonna walk off into the sunset on some ghost shit? No. Okay? Megan the Stallion is a buffoon, bro. You know? I'm not trying to be mean. She's a female rapper who, like, to make up for her mediocre rap skills, she shakes her butt. Shame on you, Megan the Stallion. You know, the highlight of her career is going to be twerking at the Democratic National Convention. That's what she's going to go down in history as, bro. She's damn near a CIA agent, bro. You know? Megan the Stallion. A stallion is a male horse. I mean, that's strange. You know? You're not good at making music. That's 100% sure. 75 to 80% of your career is due to your butt. You know, and that's just like, shame on America for consuming this garbage, and shame on you. You know, I don't got a problem with thoughts though. I like a thought. I like hoes. They're fun, but they got their place, bro. In the past couple of years, the hoe has become like the ultimate version of a female for some reason. I just don't know why. Hoes actually, when they overpopulate, it destroys the entire world, as we can see. Uncontrolled sexual energy is like, you basically a demon, bro. You feel me? You don't give a damn about nothing but just foolishness. And we can see that in the positions of power, bro. Kali Yuga, we definitely in the Kali Yuga, bro. People ask why black people getting, because we in the Kali Yuga, bro. We can't run the planet right now, bro. The planet has to be ran by some unrighteous, basically totally spiritually dead beings, bro, which is what we have right now, bro. A bunch of beings who only acknowledge what they can detect with their physical senses, and they're basically driven by animal instinct and impulses, bro, but they have human anatomy and human brains, so it makes them even more dangerous, gang. You know what I'm saying? These people totally don't give a fuck about nature, humans, spirituality, nothing, bro. They'll actually shame you for even acknowledging any of that, bro. Motherfucker talk about water isn't a human right. Only a maniac, non-human entity could come up with some concept like that. You know? That's why they have to be running the planet right now, because Kali Yuga. But that shit is coming to an end, bro. You know, I think the average human is no longer wants to tolerate like the low vibratory existence that this planet genuinely has to offer. You know, we're trying to raise it up to a different level. You know, yeah. So yeah, Kali Yuga, but we're coming back around. Everything has to break down to be rebuilt again. And, you know, hopefully this timeline jumping shit, where I know it sounds like retarded to like a logical thinker, but it's definitely real, bro. You know, it's definitely real, bro. We can definitely change the world. I'm not gonna give up on that. You know, I don't think just because these people have this messed up plan, I don't think they'll be like successful in whatever they're trying to do. Running the world with this AI shit, dude. The soul ain't going for that, bro. I'm telling you, bro. We'll change the dream, We'll change the dream in an instant, bro. You know, like, and I kind of think that's what we're kind of being forced to do, bro. You know, because like we would never really gain responsibility and sovereignty while we're just like totally comfortable with life. You know, you don't grow when shit is just comfy, bro. You sit around, you get fat like a boomer, bro. They were hella comfy. Life was hella sweet, and what did they do? They sat in front of the fucking TV, ate the ice cream, became a bunch of fatties, didn't read any books, and look what happened to the world. The children were doomed. The coyotes came, um, infiltrated all the positions of power, took control of all the industry, took control of manufacturing, which then they were able to take control of like the products, you know, the fucking, if you can control what's being made, you control everything, bro. And from then they took over education and entertainment. They you know what I'm saying? They weaseled their way into everything while these people were asleep. And in one, three generations, they totally transferred human sovereignty into the hands of the corporations. You feel me? And these corporations have now like totally overreached and forced us to like we want to take our power back. And a lot of people think it's too late, but it's really not. You know, we give consent to all this shit, bro. We've consented to all this, and hopefully we consent to something greater than this, bro. So shame on these folks, though, bro. You know, the greed has like ruined every like facet of life, kinda. Especially in the West, United States, Canada. When you go to other places, you know, it kind of still feels like life's good. But you can, like, when you travel, you can see how simple life could be, bro. All we really need, place to sleep, shower, gardens, community, spirituality would make for a beautiful life, bro. If you let nature flourish, you know. But I feel like we're also experiencing a singularity, which that's why I think this is good, bro. Cause like we need a perfect balance of city life and like country living, you know. Balance of nature, technology, physical life, spiritual life. The soul needs this, bro. It could make for a beautiful world with that. You feel me? But on some like, you have this thought of like a complete reality, but then you realize, oh shit, this is the Earth realm, or this universe where like on some Charlie and the Chocolate Factory shit, where Willy Wonka went and visited the Prince of India and built him a chocolate palace, but told him he couldn't live in it because it's destined to melt. That's on some physical, you know what I'm saying? No matter how great the physical earth is, you're gonna have to leave this realm eventually. Because you wouldn't even want to stay here forever, bro. Shit would get bored and it would become like a hellhole. You know what I'm saying? The mind wants to wander in the experience game. I don't even know what I'm talking about at this point, for real, for real. I'm just a nigga that be rambling for, but I want to do like these daily videos. You know, I got vlogs and other shit that I need to make. You know, I will make them eventually, you know, but, you know, I know for a fact that, like, I've been slacking on, like, the daily uploads, so even if I ain't talking about shit, I'm gonna have to come up with something for them, so bear with me, y'all. I think that's good enough, though. It's 27 minutes, 29, 30 minutes, you know. We're gonna leave that one there and upload this. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Lock in on what you gotta do, man. That's what we gonna end the video with, a message. Lock in, though, gang. Lock in on your life. Living. Experiencing, bro. Don't slack on nothing, bro. Everything you do it to the best of your ability, bro. And do it like it's your last time doing the shit, bro. Real talk. On some Big Sean, Chris Brown shit. Hands up in the air. I just want the baddest chick in the world right here on my lap. And I'ma hit this drink up like it's my last. I'ma hit this night up like it's my last. I'ma like it's my last. I swear I'ma do it like I never had it. Y'all remember that song, bro? That was an amazing song, folks. Shout out to Chris Brown and Big Sean, bro. What a vibe, bro. That's really how we should be living life, bro. Real talk. Like it's your everyday, bro. Like I was saying, I used to think getting fresh, going out was pointless. No, I'm going out, folks. I'm connecting with people. I'm picking up shit. You know? I'm making paintings. I'm experiencing. I'm projecting positivity into the world, folks. That's how we should be living, bro. Life is for living. Live life, bro. That's my message to you, gang. Live life, bro. I used to think getting fresh wasn't important because the world can end tomorrow. If the world end tomorrow, we gonna die fresh, nigga. That's the mentality that you should have, bro. We gonna die on one, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's how we going out. We going out with a bang, bro. Ain't no fade away. I'm gonna try to hide out in the hole and look out the window and try to survive. No, we ain't doing that, fool. We living. We gonna live life while we got the opportunity, bro. I cannot say it enough, bro. Live life, bro. Lively up yourself, bro. Live. Live, bro. Live in your mind, fool. Don't limit yourself, bro. Love yourself. Customize yourself. Customize your characteristics. Be the version of yourself that you want to be, bro. Don't settle for a lesser version of yourself, bro. Believe in yourself, fool. Believe in yourself, fool. That's my message, fool. Believe in yourself, fool. Don't doubt yourself, bro. Don't limit yourself and don't small up yourself, bro. Don't make yourself small to make the world comfortable. Pop your shit. Be exuberant, bro. Look at a damn peacock. Is a peacock holding it back? No, it's popping its shit every day. Strutting. You ever seen a crane walk? A crane walk smooth as hell, fool. Ain't nothing in nature limiting itself. Everything out there is trying to pop itself as hard as it can, and we should be doing it too, bro. Ain't no being small and, you know, not believing in yourself. You know, you gotta love who you are. If you don't have your own back, who gonna have your back? If you don't believe in yourself, who the hell gonna believe in you? Nobody, fuck. That's my message, man. To all the shorties watching this, man, live your life, bro. Live. Don't be limited to people's beliefs, bro. You know, if you let what people say affect you, people have control over your life, bro. And you're gonna be living at the whim of other people's opinion, bro. You know, you should really only live to you should be damn near selfish in that aspect. Live to satisfy your own self, not service your own self. Well, you really should service yourself, but you should try to service the world by being the best version of yourself that you can be, and only you know how to be able to do that, bro. You only valuable when you locking in on your most authentic, individualistic expression of who you are, bro. You feel me? Don't cut corners, bro. Do it, man. Do it till you satisfied, for all these damn paintings you can see around me, bro. They all took multiple takes, bro. You know what I'm saying? You see a finished version, but all these is multiple decisions and me redoing this part here and all that until I liked it. Phone them. That's how we coming, bro. You know, that's how everybody gotta come, man. Oh my God, bro. Be the version of yourself in this reality that you want to be, bro. I cannot say it enough, bro. Live, bro. Live, bro. You know what I'm saying? Get your money, go to work, be responsible. But you know what I'm saying? It's only don't make that your whole reality though, bro. It's like your systematic existence, bro. Make sure you live, bro. You know, you want the money to be able to pay for the stuff that you need so you can keep experiencing, bro. That's it though. You shouldn't be living in something. You gonna die when you gonna die, bro. No matter how much money you get. No matter how much beans you eat. No matter how much vegan sandwiches you eat, you're gonna die, bro. So make sure you live it up, fo. Go outside, bro. You know what I'm saying? Everything, sex is good, bro. Laughing is good, bro. It's what makes you human. It's like this robotic mentality that's spreading over everybody that wanted us to be like this. Oh, everything is lame and everything. No, go out there, talk, live it up. If you don't know people that you can vibe out with, go out and find them, fo. How do you find them? Find something you like to do and find a place where other people is doing that shit, bro. And maybe you'll meet somebody. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have some hits and misses. That's life. Don't give up, though. On phone him, bro. Man up, band up, fo. Lock in. You know what I'm saying? Figure out what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? What is that? Figure out something that you would do even if you didn't get paid for it, and try to figure out how to get paid for it. And I guarantee you your life will be better, bro. How do you start with that? Get the vision and just start on step one. After you go to step one, go to step two. It's literally that simple, bro. You don't know where to start at step one. You know, what is the first thing you need? Figure out what you want to do. How do I, what are all the things I need to get, this and that, then I need to do that. And do them. And do them. And do them is the most important part. You feel me? Don't goddamn, oh, I don't know if I'll do it. Just, it'll work out somehow, fo. Stay committed, bro. Commitment. Every day the sun get up and shine, fo. The sun don't take no day. When the last time you seen the sun take a day off, bro? I ain't seen that shit. Every day that squirrel out there looking for that nut, gang. That's where you need to be. Every day that you have the ability that God gives you the grace of taking that breath and coming, you need to be hitting it, fo. When the sun come up, I'm up, fo. Doing something, fo. You know, work out. Not because you're trying to be the swollest dude. Even though, hey, if that's the lane you in, do it, fo. Push yourself. But that's what you need. You need to be pushing your physical body. You need to be pushing your mind by challenging the concepts that you believe. You know? Pushing your comfort zones by doing shit that make you feel uncomfortable. Man, listen, fo, I'm damn there finna, I don't like to talk about my ideas before I do it, but listen, bro. Expand, fo. Expand, bro. It's human life, bro. You know, we supposed to be learning different instruments and going to different places, meeting new people, unlocking different versions of ourselves. When you see, that's like a key understanding of like the interdimensional world, the multidimensional world, is that it's different versions of you out there that you can tap into. It's different ways to live. It's different realities, bro. You're not just one being. It's not just one way to live, and it's not just one version of you. You know, we are multi-talented, you know, beings. We're multifaceted beings, bro. So live, man. Expand, create, explore. You know, don't live in fear. Ain't no I can't. You can, fo. Just do it like Nike, fo. Just do it. Do you think that's why the people that run the world, that's why they just doing this shit, man? Like, this crazy, actually, when you think about it, but it's so boss. They just doing it, man. They not waiting for permission, for. We need to get on the same timing, bro. They making their moves, bro. We need to make our moves, gang. On phone them, bro. On some Yoda. Don't try, just do. We ain't trying nothing no more, man. We just doing it, bro. Don't be limited to what people might. Oh, the niggas from high school might think about this. Man, who give a damn what they think, bro? They gonna be in the dirt just like you, man. Opinion meaningless. It's so funny that people talk about legacy. Dog, you can't name your great grandfather, bro. Don't nothing what we do matter, bro. Live life. Live life, man. That's all I got to goddamn say, bro. My cousins be living life, bro. That's what I was on that catamaran on that ocean looking. I was just like, bro, we gotta live, bro. We gotta live, bro. Life could be so simple. For all we need is the food, the shelter, and each other, bro. And we can make good life, bro. We can sing our songs together, bro. You know? And show each other kindness and compassion, bro. You know? Oh, God, bro. It's not much more I really need to say, man. Like, comment, share, subscribe, man. I'll see y'all in the next one, man. And love. I love y'all, bro. I love y'all, gang. Everybody that's watching this video, I love you, bro. Forgiveness is another thing that we need. We need to forgive people, bro. Forgive your damn self, first of all, for not standing up for yourself that one time. It don't make you a pussy, bro. Live and learn. You did something bogus, forgive yourself. Unless you was on that island, you ain't can't be forgiven for that, bro. You feel me? Unless you genuinely 100% make a 360 somehow, I'm not gonna be the person that's bad. I'm gonna leave that up to society to judge you. But nah, if you was on that island, I ain't forgiving you, fo. On BD, I ain't gonna lie to you. If you on that island, that type of timing, I can't forgive you, fo. I ain't gonna lie to you. I tried, God. I tried, but some niggas gotta get that belt. No back, bro. If they not gonna get that belt, who gets the belt? They need that belt. So yeah, we taking all that back. If you want that type, yeah, that belt. You feel me? But forgiveness, bro. We gotta forgive your family and that. You know what I'm saying? Whoever wronged you in the past, bro, they are human just like you, bro. We all doing something fucked up to somebody. Real talk. I don't know why I keep going on in these tangents. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I'll see y'all in the next video, man. Positivity, bro. Won't phone them. I had to end the video like that.